Trying to grow a stream while juggling a full-time job, family, and other responsibilities can be incredibly challenging. However, today I'm going to share the exact steps that I would take to go from zero to full-time streaming in just 1 year, even if I only had 10 hours a week to be able to commit. Now, I know it might sound crazy, but trust me, it works, and it all begins here. So the first 3 hours are dedicated to streaming. Now, you may be wondering, but I have no viewers, or that only leaves me with 7 hours for everything else. So let me explain. These 3 hours of streaming aren't about viewers. If they come, that's incredible. But the primary goal here is to create content while you're live, so that way you can grow when you're offline, and I'm gonna go a little bit deeper into this later. Now, your weekly schedule is gonna vary, so you don't need to stream 3 hours all at once. You can break it down into 3 1-hour streams or 6 30-minute streams. The goal here is that when you go live is to create 1 to 2 videos while you're live that we can utilize later as content. However, to know what content to be able to create during your live stream, you're gonna need to spend 1 hour a week studying content that's already working on platforms like YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, or Instagram. And what you want to do is that you want to focus on creators who produce content related to the game or topic you want to cover. You want to look at how they engage with the content, what they discuss, right? What their viewers enjoy. Now, you may be thinking like, should I just go ahead and copy them? I want to stop you right there, because instead of copying, I want to recommend the yoink and twist approach. So you save or jot down content ideas from successful creators. That's the yoink. Then you find a way to blend multiple ideas or add your own unique style and vibe to create the actual twist. Then, once you have your ideas, how do you now incorporate them into your live stream? Well, this is where our next hour comes in. So up to this point, we've used 5 out of our 10 hours. But don't worry, because the next 5 hours are extremely crucial. So during this hour, you're gonna focus solely on planning the content for your live stream. Not for social media yet, only the live stream. And what you want to do is that you want to start with picking one idea, and then you want to ask yourself, how can I start the live stream to set the tone for this idea? I call this the intro. Then you ask yourself, what clips or things do you need to show or do during the live stream to make the idea happen? I call this the meat and potatoes of the video. Then ask yourself, once I get to the end of this idea, what is the next idea that I can get people to watch? And I call this creating the binge experience. Now, do not overcomplicate it. The goal is to simply have a game plan for when you go live. But before hitting go live, you need to spend 1 hour crafting a compelling title and a thumbnail for your stream idea. Now, you may be wondering, why is this necessary for platforms like Twitch or Kick or any other streaming platform you're utilizing right now? You need to remember that we're not going live for viewers, we're creating content. And this content that we're creating is gonna live on YouTube. So for it to be able to kind of give you the views and grow your stream when you're offline, titles and thumbnails are extremely important. So here's what you want to consider when you're creating these things. The first thing is keep titles under 55 characters if you possibly can. You want to kind of focus on why someone should watch the video, and you 100% want to avoid giving away everything that the video is going to be about in the actual title. And then for thumbnails, you want to keep them as simple as possible. Make everything as bigger than what you think, and then ask yourself, what is it that the viewer needs to see to be able to click on this video? Remember, during content research, you need to pay attention to the titles and thumbnails used by successful videos so you can get inspiration. But I'll also go ahead and link a video in the description on how to make gaming thumbnails to kind of get you started, right? So now, with all of these preparations, you're gonna start going live and utilizing those 3 hours each week to be able to create content. But what about the remaining 4 hours? After you finish live streaming each week, you're now gonna spend 1 hour going through the live stream, clipping the video you created that's gonna go on YouTube, and finding other clips that you can go ahead and post on TikTok, IG, or YouTube Shorts. But there also are tools that help you do the clipping, and I'll go ahead and link a few of them in the description for you to be able to go ahead and check them out. Now, clipping and posting the video alone is not going to cut it. To get the most out of the time that you already spent on researching, planning, creating titles and thumbnails, you want to go ahead and allocate 2 of the remaining hours to editing that video. So you may never have edited before, but you're going to learn how to edit and apply what you learn at the same time. So you're not aiming for perfection, but for continuous improvement, because you need to test which videos perform well and which don't. And I'll go ahead and include a link in the description to the video on how to edit gaming videos utilizing a free editor to kind of get you started. Now, with 1 hour left out of your 10-hour week, you want to utilize it to upload all of the edited and clipped content to YouTube, TikTok, or IG for the following week. This step is super important because why? Life happens, and some weeks you may have less than 10 hours. So you need to stay ahead, but not too far ahead, because you don't want your content to become outdated. So you want to aim to be 1 to 2 weeks ahead. And the only way you can do that is that when you start this plan, you need to start it with the goal of creating content for the next week. This way you always have content growing your stream. Now, if you can spare an additional hour each week, use it to sharpen your skills by taking courses, reading books, or watching videos. Continuous improvement is key to steady growth. But if all of this seems overwhelming or challenging to even visualize what it looks like in action, I recommend you go ahead and watch this video right here, where I break down exactly how I apply these steps to grow a gaming channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.